My lovely dear Pisces. Hello, hello. This is your horoscope for January 2024. I'm really sorry that I'm a little bit late with this forecast, but however, I felt the need actually. I was feeling that I need to tell you how this month is amazing and perfect for starting the new year, starting the new chapter of your life, to starting everything new and beginning from your new year resolution. Okay, let's begin. And don't forget to check your rising sign and moon sign too, because these three are very vital, all of them equally important, and they will give you the fullest picture of the month. Because some Pisces are born, let's say, at night. Those are more influenced by the moon, in their life. Moon makes all the life happenings, let's say. Or if you are born around and near sunrise, then you will be influenced by your rising sign. Another way to say it, ascendant. So make sure to check all three signs of yours. If you don't know your rising sign or moon sign, it's very easy to go online. There are plenty of resources. You can put there your name, date of birth, time of birth, to find out in the natal chart, to draw your natal chart, and it will show you your rising sign and moon sign. Okay, let's begin with January. 4th of January, Mars will already moved into your 11th house. Wow, that is a position. Mars moving to your 11th house. 11th house is the house of friendships. It's the house of social gatherings. It's the house of events. So Mars moving right after the new year to your 11th house indicated that your festive time hasn't finished yet, has not been finishing and not ending. Your social gatherings, your events, and Mars was firing up this social butterfly inside of yours, and invitations to some gatherings, parties, events also kept coming, as I see, and friends kept calling, meeting up with you, having friends gatherings as well. If this does not resonate with you, then it might be about your goals. 11th house is our house of future, our house of plans. So Mars coming here, Mars is the planet of action. This is our engine. This is our motivation. So fueling up your motivation to achieve all those goals that you've put to yourself on this year. January 11th, there is a new moon that happened in the same 11th house. New moons are all about beginnings. It's the beginning of a new story. It's the beginning of something new. Some new turn events, some new people coming. So 11th house, appearing in your 11th house. Maybe you've got a new plan for your future here, or maybe you simply started a social media business. Let's say opened an account, Instagram account, Facebook account, or TikTok account, any social media account. Maybe you decided to do so. You are very private sign, my dear Pisces, but around this new moon, maybe you because Mars is here in your 11th house and is firing your desire to communicate, socialize, go out and see friends, show yourself at events, and maybe you've decided to open a social media account, or this new moon might bring you a new friend. It might brought you a friend, some new friend entered your life, and new moon was supported by Uranus, planet of surprises, planet of all innovation, from your 3rd house. So it might indicate that that friend of yours will be very different than you, in some sort of eccentric, some sort of innovative friend. But you will make a friendship maybe on those events, on those gatherings, or over social media that you opened, your page, or through some sort of communication, writing, reading. Maybe you've got an invitation to have a speech, let's say, somewhere, and over there you're gonna make a friendship. It's also 11th house is also a house of harvesting the results that you deserve for the work you've been doing. So here, my dear Pisces, it might be that it might bring you a nomination for some sort of prize, some sort of achievement. Also, all of a sudden, a lot of followers, if you open that account, social media account, all of a sudden a lot of followers might start following you. Or if you even had before some Facebook page, it might indicate also that you will be getting much more followers, and or even invitation to host a show or program, to be a guest there as well, or to some kind of event, let's say for your book promotion event, as an example, because Uranus being in your third house is about publishing books, it's about writing, it's about communication. So maybe if you've been how to say, hoping to promote your book, this will be the time you will be doing so, I see. And if all these things are not in your life, then it might be about your siblings. They might start communicating you more often, your brothers, sisters. There will be a lot of communication between you and them, and some kind of relatives and neighbors. January 12th is the stellar day. It's an amazing day to start anything new, because 3 planets will make a beautiful communication with each other: Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. And Mars, planet of action; Jupiter is planet of luck; Saturn is planet of responsibilities. So you might get, with this, on this day around January 12th, you might get popular from, let's say you've published a book, and that book will make a huge success, and many people will buy that book that you publish, or because of your speech that you gave, or your podcast, or your appearance on a show, or on some event, let's say. It feels like they will be all how to say, adored by you, and they would want to know more about you. Or it might be your brother or sister might help you achieve your goals, 1 or 2. Or they will be very instrumental, actually, in making your wish come true. Or they will share the news about their achievements. It might also happen that you will be also happy about that. Might be that a situation that, it might be that there will be a situation that your friend is getting married with your, let's say, sister or brother, sibling, or a relative. It might be this kind of situation coming up as well. Or if you have a plan actually of writing or speaking somewhere, giving a speech, then actually this is your time. You will shine as a star. If these all are not about your life now, then it might be about your car. Now you might get a new car that you dreamed about for a long time. Or if it's not a car, any transportation like a bike, or a even plane, or maybe private jet you're gonna buy, or a motorcycle. Any kind of transportation might be that. January 14, Mercury is our little postman of the universe. It delivers news. Moves into your 11th house. Again, this 11th house, you see, it's joining all other planets. This 11th house is going very being important in January for you. And Mercury coming to your 11th house, joining all other planets, bringing more energy, brings a buzz, a lot of communication with friends, a lot of communication with your in social gatherings, and some news. It's a large groups of people, 11th house. So it feels like you will be a lot writing, speaking, communicating, sending voice messages, calling someone, and some news from your friends as well might come up around January 14th. January 20th, Sun, the light of our universe, the light of our life, moves into your 12th house. This 12th house is house of rest. It's a private house. It's the behind the doors house. So I feel that after all this first half of busy January, you might, Mars will bring your attention to your private time, rest time. You might feel the need actually to have rest. Pause from those social events that you've been attending, all the communication and all the calls. The next day, January 21st, Pluto follows the Sun into your 12th house, and Pluto is the planet of transformation. It's a change, planet of big money, big influence, planet of authority. It's a great transformator planet. And coming to your 12th house, it will not stay just 30 days like a sun. It will be positioning there itself for 20 years. Yes, that's not a joke. For 20 years, my dear Pisces, my dreamy Pisces, lovely Pisces. And Pluto will give you powerful insights of, let's say, if you have a project, especially like arts, this is so your type of things to do, my dear Pisces, because you are specially gifted in these areas. And if you have projects, even if you're not in this area, but you have some projects that you're doing at night or in your private time, most of the Pisces do that way their work, because that is when they are the most productive. And Pluto here will give you even more power, even more powerful, let's say, features, insights to get that project shine, to get that project attention, a lot of, and success. You might get involved with esoterics as well, spirituality, like astrology also, or numerology, or you might buy a tarot deck, let's say. Pluto might bring for you this interest for the next 20 years and transforming this, your 12th house. You are a highly psychic sign, and you might get involved with all, seriousness here. Also, Pluto might bring secrets to life, about your past, or about your family, or about your origin, family tree, family secrets. It might also give you, maybe you will know who you've been like in your past life, in your past incarnation. Some things like this might happen to you, when Pluto moves to your 12th house. And for the next 20 years, you will be on a different level of, psychic level. January 23rd, Venus, planet of love, beauty, and money, comes to your, again, 11th house, bringing more energy, more love, more positive touch to your 11th house, bringing love, mutual understanding between you and your friends. Or it might be a situation that a female friend might contact you with whom you are close, but let's say not like talk not so often, like not in always contact, but contacting each other not so frequently. But that female friend will contact you around this date. She might. You will see it seems like, Venus brings to 11th house like a future. So you might see your future and you will love it. You will fall in love with your future, because whole January, your 11th house is so much emphasized with all these energies. With, it seems like universe telling you to dream, my dear Pisces, to make that future, image in front of you, like to make it and to dream about it, to visualize it. And it seems like whole universe and planets will be motivating you to do so. And actually you might have a glimpse actually into your future, and you will love it, I'm more than sure. January 25th, full moon is happening in your 6th house. Full moons are all about closure. They are all about endings. They bring the last word, last situation, last event, last sentence, let's say, to a situation that was already on the plate, like it was already unfolding, going on in your life. And it might bring full moons bring last dot, let's say. So full moon in your sixth house might deliver a news, might deliver news that the company, for example, that you work, let's say it's closing or restructuring, somehow undergoing some changes of structure, some changes of work, of your job, of your projects is going to happen, or work shifts. If you've been announced long before that there will be some changes to your work schedule, now this news will be delivered and you will know your schedule, and most probably it will be somehow quite a different schedule than yours. Or your work schedule might change because, let's say, you've got a kid, you're given a birth, and because you need to spend time at home with your baby, you will change that you need to care your baby. Then you will change your job schedule, like work schedule, everyday schedule, maybe from 8 hours to 4 hours, or somehow like part-time job, or somehow projects at night, or some sort of these kind of things. Or you might go to maternity leave at all. This might also happen with this full moon. All the situation that I mentioned, it might happen because of also a very higher up positioned person, a very influential person, and a little bit like a person who loves to give pressure. Maybe it's your manager or someone at work who might be giving you a pressure as well, whom you're working together. All these changes at work also might happen because of that person. Please leave it in comment, if some things are happening that I mentioned to you around this full moon. I would love to know, and I would appreciate. So I would like to know. It's always interesting for me to know what is going on in lives of Pisces. And it's also about your health. If you've been having a sort of checkups going on recently, or some sort of issue with your health, then this full moon will bring the last conclusion, and it might draw the last diagnosis for your health problem. It might also happen. And 27th of January, Uranus, a planet of surprises, planet of all innovation, will go direct in your third house. Uranus has been like retrograding, meaning moving backwards, or moving slower, meaning a little bit delaying the results in your area of life of third house. And when Uranus, retrogrades, life becomes a little bit dull in the area of the, chart that is transiting right now. And that is, in your case, it's in the third house, and it was retrograding since 29th of August, 2023. And now it will go direct, finally, moving in a direct motion, and bringing full force to your third house. And third house, it's all about communication. Actually bringing you, if you've been feeling a little bit frustrated about, let's say, less or boring ideas, having and not having that spark of ideas, like intuition, insights, now it will end, and it will bring you brilliant ideas to you, and new communications with people so different than you. It will bring more people to communicate with, and people that are from totally different walks of life than yours. And it might spark more ideas in your head now for, let's say, for that book that you've been writing, or for you might give a brilliant speech as well. around this day. 28th of January, this is another stellar day. It's amazing day. Note this day, please, my lovely Pisces, because Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter will make a beautiful triangle, means a very beautiful communication with each other. Venus, planet of love, Saturn, planet of taking responsibilities, discipline, and Jupiter, planet, your ancient ruler, planet of luck and happiness. This tree will make amazing day to sign contracts. Maybe if you've been, in the process of negotiating about your goal, whatever it is, like starting a new business, setting up a, I don't know, YouTube channel, or opening that shop, let's say, this is the day when I advise you to do so, because this is a stellar day and all the planets and universe will help you to make it last, because Saturn involved is here, and Saturn is the planet of time and hard work and dedication, and it will see to it that your business will flourish and last, and stand the test of time. Also, you might travel somewhere not far around this day, 28th of January, and it might, it indicates that it will be not so much far from you, the place, and it will be very amazing travel, maybe even with your friends. This was your January horoscope, my dear Pisces. January is an amazing month. Use it for all the beginnings, for all that goals that you put up for yourself. And see you in February. Bye.